on the Move, produced by Western Mass Women's Magazine. I'm your host, Crystal Center Brown, and we are recording live down here at Pazzo Restaurant inside the Basketball Hall of Fame in beautiful downtown Springfield, Massachusetts. We are joined here today with guests from the Eastern States Exposition, which is also known as the Big E. We have Catherine Pappas, who is the communications manager at the Big
Crystal.
E. Hi. And Jessica Castro, who is the concessions coordinator over at the Big E.
Good morning.
Good morning. First things first, how excited are you about the Big E being less than 15 days away?
Well, we're very busy and very excited. We get very excited every year.
We can't wait. It's always a fun time for us.
Now, I'm really excited to just find out, how did you end up coming to the Big E to work? Because I just heard you say that you have been there for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've been there for 20 years.
How did you come there to work?
Well, it's a long story, so I'll shorten it up for you. I actually was a newspaper reporter, and while I was a reporter, I did a story on the Big E. I was actually the Big E reporter one year. I think it was 1989. And then I found out this position opened up, and I applied for it. And, of course, I knew the girls already because I had been the reporter. And I was lucky enough to get the position.
Okay. And what about you, Jessica? You've been there 5 years.
Yep, and I actually, I interned with Catherine, in fact, in the marketing department right after I graduated from Westfield State, and really just never left. Just kind of hung around until they realized she wasn't going anywhere.
Okay. So I know people are wondering, you know, how long has the Big E been around? How many years?
The Big E began in 1916.
Okay.
It was our founder, Joshua Brooks, from the Brooks Banknote Company in Springfield, Mass., started the Big E by enticing the National Dairy Show to hold its show for the first time east of the Mississippi. We built the Coliseum in record time for a record amount of money, I think about $30,000, and had the first show in 1916,
Okay.
first dairy show.
Okay.
And from then on, it's just built.
Just gotten bigger
Grown
and bigger.
and grown, yeah.
Do they still do a dairy show there?
Oh, yes, we have a lot of dairy shows. We're all about agriculture.
Okay.
A lot of ag.
Now, I know this year, like every other year, you have some big names coming for your concerts. So can you tell me about some of them?
Sure. We're opening the fair with Owl City, which is a group for maybe some younger people. We have Terry Fader, who is a great ventriloquist. He won America's Got Talent a few years ago.
I remember him.
Yeah, and he has his own show in Las Vegas now, and he's decided to do a tour, and we're lucky enough to have gotten him for Saturday night. And then at the end of the fair on October 1st, country star Miranda Lambert
Oh, yes.
is going to be with us.
Okay.
And all of those tickets obviously are on sale on our website for the ticketed concerts. And we have a couple more country people, Jason Michael Carroll, and we have Danny Goki, another country star, and Boys in Concert, which is reuniting the original cast of the Jersey Boys from Broadway. And we have Boys Like Girls, and one other group that, to look at my little notes, at the end, another country artist, Laura Bell Bundy.
Okay.
So those are the big acts.
Those are
On
exciting.
the stage, yeah.
Now, what about free shows? See, I always say, if it's free, it's for me. So what about free shows? You have free shows?
Well, all those shows I just mentioned, with the exception of the first three, Owl City, Terry Fader, and Miranda Lambert, all the other shows on the Comcast stage are free.
Oh, that's great.
Right, and we have another stage as well. We have a few acts coming to that stage, too, which are also free acts. And Chris Grant, who was a dancer for Michael Jackson, is going to be coming. We have a quick change illusionist that's going to open his show.
Okay.
We have Mark Lindsay from Paul Revere and the Raiders fame from a long time ago. I don't know if you're old enough to remember that. The Duprees, which is a doo-wop group, and a disco queen, I should say, Evelyn Champagne
I know
King.
that she's coming. I was hoping you'd mention her because I love her.
Yep, so those are all our entertainment shows.
Now, I noticed on your website that people for the first time can actually reserve seats by paying a small fee online. What made them decide to do that? I think that's a great idea.
Well, for years we've tried to figure out a way to eliminate, for the people, massive lines to get into some of the concerts and a big mad rush. And we heard from some of our people that said, couldn't I just pay, I'll pay for a seat as long as I can have a seat. And that way I can enjoy the fair all day and I don't have to spend the day in line. So we decided that, we listen to our people. So for $10 online. They can go online and get a reserved seat to the free shows on the Comcast Arena stage.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, we think so too. We think it's going to be, it's so far been very popular and it's selling well, so.
Okay. Which show do you think out of all of them is going to be your biggest one?
Miranda Lambert.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
huge. She's huge. And I think there's an awards show, I think tonight, that she is up for. I didn't get to stay home long enough to watch the rest of Good
yeah.
Morning America.
But she's up for something.
She's up for something, yeah, and I hope she wins.
I hope
That'd
so
be good
too.
for us,
That'd
yeah.
be great.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after these messages. Please come back and join us.
The Big E, September 17th through October 3rd. See Miranda Lambert at the Big E October 1st on the Comcast Arena stage.